It's halftime here in Oklahoma City. Anthony Edwards, 13 points at the break. He did suffer that ankle injury, went back to the locker room briefly, but then came back to finish out that second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just 11 points here in the first half. It was Jaden McDaniels who held him to 1 of 5 shooting. We build this as a matchup between the next stars, Stephen A., but it's the others who have stepped up, which brings us to today's electric moment, brought to you by Hyundai. It's Julius Randle who's been a difference maker for Minnesota.
Absolutely. It's what I said coming into this game. Julius Randle was going to be a key because you were going to need him to produce offensively. More threes than he's hit all season long in a half of a game. He's had 5 of his 6 3-point attempts. Obviously, that's very productive. And it's even more important because when you look at Minnesota's bench, they're combined 3 for 20. 3 for 20. So it's been Ant-Man with his 13 points. It's been Julius Randle. And I feel a lot better about the Wolves if they didn't spend the last 2 to 3 minutes of the half turning the damn ball over. But they're still ahead.
You mentioned the 3-point shooting. It's not the looks, though, Bob. I feel like Minnesota's getting the looks that they want.
Oh, they're getting great looks, Malika. And some of this is math. They got 10 of 28 from 3, but so many of those are open. Conversely, Oklahoma City just 2 of 8 from 3. Minnesota's going to start making a lot of these shots. They've got guys like DiVincenzo, who's just 1 of 6 or 7. He's going to start knocking them down. If I'm Minnesota, I feel very good at the half right now. Besides what Stephen A. said is how they closed. Shai Gilgeous has 2 field goals. If they can stop fouling him, Minnesota's even better shape. Yes, Pert. Yeah.
If you feel like if Minnesota feel great, then how should OKC feel?
Not good.
Your superstar is struggling in SGA. Jalen Williams is not giving you nothing. Neither is Chet Holmgren. And you down 4 points at halftime on your home court. To be honest with you, Minnesota should be up by double digits right now.
Absolutely.
And so if I'm the Oklahoma City Thunder, I'm the ones that's feeling great because I know I could turn it up another notch defensively, and I know we can make those defensive transition points defensive transition stops go into offense.
See the we that came out there, Stephen A., with him talking about Oklahoma City? He's feeling the vibes being back here.
Well, listen, the vibe is here, no doubt about it. And they know they're close and they're within striking distance. They know they can play much better than they played. And like Big Perk said, Julius Randle, you really expect them to play like this in the second half? I think it's set up for Edwards to take over, no doubt. But you're going to need some help, and they're not getting much of it. They better stop turning the ball over. I'm telling you that right now.
It's those self-inflicted wounds for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Still, they have a 4-point lead at the break. We'll be right back. For this moment, Stephen A., but who is set up, and that can include the team around them, to take a bigger step in this series between those two?
For me, it's Anthony Edwards. I'm not taking anything away from Shai Gilgeous. Him and Julius Randle, the only guys in this postseason, averaging better than 25 or better than 50% shooting from the field. I know what he brings to the table. I just think that Ant-Man is special. He's a special something that doesn't come along very often. He shot 44% from 3-point range in the semifinal series. We got to pay attention to that. He's only like 1 for 14 from mid-range. You know what that means? He's shooting threes or he's going to the hole. He ain't concerned too much with his mid-range game. He's going to be in attack mode. I think he knows it's going to be necessary for him to do that in order to beat a quality team like OKC. And that's why I think it's set up for him to really take over, because he has no choice.
We could be looking at the beginnings of a rivalry that goes on for the next 5 or 10 years for these two guys, which is fantastic if you're an NBA fan. I mean, this is the young star. This is them, and we're going to find out the answer. We ask these questions amongst each other. In the next 5, 6, 7 games, whatever it takes, we're going to have an answer to that question. We're going to have an answer to who asserted themselves. SGA, to me, has been a little more consistent. As great as Anthony Edwards is, he comes and goes a little bit in the course of the game. He's either great or you're going, bad turnover. Where is he? He's got to assert himself. SGA is just a little more consistent, but that doesn't mean Anthony Edwards can't take over the whole series.
So what version of Anthony Edwards, Perk, needs to show up for the Timberwolves here?
Oh, Anthony Edwards don't need to show up. Ant-Man needs to show up. The Minnesota Timberwolves don't need Anthony Edwards to play the right way. They need him to play the wrong way. They need him to be aggressive. See, here's the thing. After they won game 5, eliminated Golden State, he said he wasn't satisfied. He's been here before. Well, guess who's in your way? A guy that you're going to be facing in the next couple of years who's about to win the MVP in SGA, who led the league in scoring. So if you're not satisfied, damn it, you got game 1 on the road in his crib. You go out there and handle business. And I ain't talking 27 points a game.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 35 points per game in this series.
Well, he's been there. He's been knocking on the door, but not quite able to get to the mountaintop here.
Kick it in.
That is what the stage is set up for him to do. And you faced Ant in the playoffs, I believe, twice here. But this year, Anthony Edwards has seen multiple defenders throughout the season in a little bit of a different way. He was the most blitzed player when using on-ball screens in the regular season. That continued in the playoffs. As you can see the numbers here. Those are the numbers, but I'm more interested in, you've seen it up close. How has he evolved, Coach, from when you first beat his Wolves team in 2023 to now?
Well, he continues to find ways to improve. The game is slowing down for him. He's reading the defense. He came out publicly earlier in the season saying, I don't know what to do when I get double teamed. And he was a little bit frustrated. As the season's gone along, he's gotten more comfortable. And I think the most important thing, Malik, is he's trusting his teammates. Now, as we go to this clip, you're going to see an example from earlier in the year when they played the Houston Rockets, and he gets double teamed. And you're going to see he can't fight the double teams tonight. He's done his job. He's put 2 defenders on the ball. He's got to get off that ball early, make an on-time, on-target pass. He tries to dribble through it. He forces a turnover. Now, this is from the first round against the Lakers. Reeves and Jackson Hayes, they're going to aggressively blitz the pick and roll. And this is what you want to see, growth and development. Does not fight it. I've done my job. Put 2 defenders on the ball. Let me trust Julius Randle to make the right play and knock down the open shot. If he can continue to do that, he's going to put this team on his back.
And that's been the evolution of his game. Stephen A., you and I have covered this league and some of its biggest stars, you for far longer than me. You covered Michael Jordan, who our Mark Jones reported that Ant actually reached out to. He said that he wanted to be able to learn from someone like Jordan. I know that Ant has told me, I don't want the comparisons. I want to be my own Anthony Edwards. But I don't know that there is another player who has sort of taken that mantle since LeBron James.
One of the things about Michael Jordan is that he could spot a softie a mile away. Somebody that didn't want it. You know, I had all the skills in the world, but if you didn't have that extra something inside your chest, they knew they could snatch your heart right from under you. It didn't get to a point where they were kicking in the door. They didn't have to. They damn near didn't have to knock because they knew you didn't have it. That's not the case here with OKC. It's not the case here with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This team is loaded. They're deep. They're ferocious defensively. They're the #1 team in the NBA. They know it. They have felt that way the last 2 years, and they're coming to make noise. The only thing to stop them in their tracks is a superstar that rises to the occasion, that says we've seen it done in NBA history before, and I'm going to be the latest to do it now. When we look at Anthony Edwards, who amongst us doubt that he has that inside of himself to say, I've had enough. I'm going to answer the call. We all know he has it in him. We'll see if he brings it this series.
You even heard LeBron at the end of the Lakers series. All right, say, go get it. Go take that next step. Anthony Edwards has been asked to answer that call. Can I tell you guys one of my favorite little subplots, though, of this series?
Okay.
This is a showdown between family, between cousins, between SGA and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They're actually born just 52 days apart. Look at how cute they are. They've been close their entire lives.
Oh, they're cute.
But now it's
Ugly
more,
little babies
Perk.
right there.
Here they are, about to face off against one another. Let's take a listen.
Well,
if you know how close we are, he's literally like my second brother. He's been through every stage of life with me, and picking up a basketball.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.